In 2014, he lost the final and they said his chance was gone. In 2022, he finally won it and they said the story was complete. But now it's 2026. He's 39 years old. And Lionel Messi is playing what everyone insists is his last. This tournament has been a graveyard for gods. Ronaldo knocked out by Spain. Modrić, Croatia, gone. Neymar and Vinicius dumped out by Norway. Salah's Egypt broken in the cruelest way possible. Because against Egypt, Argentina were dead. 2-0 down with 8 minutes left. Messi had even missed a penalty. And then the old god woke up one more time. A goal, an assist, and an Enzo Fernandez thunderbolt in stoppage time. 3-2. The greatest comeback of the tournament. That was the resurrection. This is what happens next. What if Argentina wins the World Cup? To understand what that would mean, you have to understand the weight of the shirt. 1978, 1986, 2022. 3 stars, 3 generations of legends. Kempes, Maradona, Messi. No South American nation has ever won back-to-back World Cups in the modern era. A 4th star in 2026 would make this Argentina side arguably the greatest international team of all time. The quarterfinal, Switzerland. A team that doesn't lose to fear because they don't feel any. Disciplined, ruthless. For 80 minutes, they hold the door shut and dare Argentina to break it down. So imagine it goes all the way. 120 scoreless minutes, penalties. And a shootout against Argentina means staring down Emiliano Martinez, the best penalty goalkeeper of his generation. He saves one. The stadium holds its breath. Then he saves another. And the winning kick? It isn't even Messi. Julián Álvarez, the apprentice, the one they call the spider. Ice in his veins, top corner. Argentina are through. And after the whistle, a quiet moment nobody films. The master and the next in line. Some things don't need words. Because here's what people miss about this Argentina. It was never just Messi. Enzo Fernandez running the midfield like he owns it. Rodrigo de Paul, the bodyguard. Julián Álvarez, the future. And Emiliano Martinez, the wall that wins penalty shootouts before they even start. Half this squad already knows what lifting the trophy feels like. The other half is starving for it. That combination is the most dangerous thing in football. Now, imagine the semi-final. Nobody reaches the final 4 of a World Cup by accident. Whoever stands across from Argentina will be the best team they've faced in years. So imagine the worst start. A sucker punch inside 20 minutes. The stadium goes silent. And for the first time all tournament, Argentina look mortal. But this team has never known how to lose quietly. Messi picks the lock, because of course he does, and drags them level before the hour. Extra time. Legs gone. Lungs burning. The clock crawls past the 117th minute. And then, one last surge. One last ball into the box. And Argentina, somehow, find one more goal. And there's a subplot. The golden boot. Messi sits on 8 goals, ahead of Mbappe and Haaland on 7. A World Cup and a golden boot at 39. There are video games that would reject that storyline. The final. One nation chasing history. One man chasing the perfect ending. Whoever the opponent is, the story writes itself. Because every great story ends with a dragon. And imagine the dragon strikes first. Argentina concede. Doubt. Real doubt. Creeps into the greatest fairy tale football has ever written. Then the equaliser. And it's nothing pretty. A scramble. A stab of a boot. The kind of goal that says, we want this more than you. 89th minute. A cutback. One touch. You already know whose touch it is. Messi. Ice cold. The final winner in the final game of the final dance. And And then the whistle. Champions of the world. Again. Back to back. 2 World Cups in a row. At 39. The greatest career football has ever seen. Closing with the greatest ending anyone has ever dared to imagine. And somewhere above all of it, Diego is smiling. Buenos Aires doesn't sleep for a week. 5 million people in the streets. A sky blue ocean singing one name. Think about what would actually be true in that moment. Back-to-back world champions. Only Italy and Brazil have ever done it, and nobody since 1962. The oldest player to ever score in a World Cup final. The first man to win it twice as captain, 20 years after his first final. Every argument about the greatest of all time, over, permanently. And when the noise finally fades, what's left is simple. A shirt, a trophy, and a story nobody will ever tell better. This is what if. Nobody knows how this World Cup really ends. That's exactly why we watch. So, what if it's France instead? What if it's Spain? England? Norway? We're building all 5 endings. Tell me in the comments which one you want next. And subscribe, because one of these what-ifs is about to come true.
If breaking down these games together is worth your time, that actually means everything to a channel like this.
Hit subscribe right now, 10. It costs you nothing, and it's the entire reason Kickoff Daily 90 keeps covering every match. Subscribe.